Okay. All right, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? It's Josh back with another video, another tech talk. I'm excited to have another guest in the building. My man Kev Tech. He definitely, took out a little time from his day, as well as celebrating his birthday. To come hang out with me over here on the channel, man. And I definitely appreciate it. What's up, Kev? How you doing?
Good, good. I'm doing well. Can't complain.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, and shout out to everybody that's in the building. I see you guys trickling in. Go on and like the video, share if you can. Try to show some support if you can. I definitely appreciate all you guys that support the channel, and I hope that these tech talks are actually helping people, you know, get into the field, navigate the field, do what they need to do to get into the tech field. So I definitely appreciate it, and I definitely want to support you guys. So, but so what's up, Kev, man? And I'm kind of discombobulated. Everybody, I just woke up a little while ago, man. I was up last night, and so I'm trying to get all my notes together and everything. But nah, go down and for the people that don't know, go down and introduce yourself, Kev.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So my name is Kevin Pornerio. You could call me Catech IT support on YouTube. If you guys don't know me if you guys, some of you will know me on LinkedIn because I've been like going all in on LinkedIn like crazy this last couple of months. I am a technical trainer for a company called Job Skillshare. I'm also I also been in IT for a really long time, probably like about 8 years, going into 8 years, 9 years. I have a YouTube channel. I do like a lot of things behind the scenes that I don't really talk about because I'm always doing something. But yeah, I do like tech training. I help military veterans. I help African Americans, Hispanics. I'm part of multiple social groups for IT that are people trying to break into IT. I'm on like 45 different discords. I also do like my own personal tech training, whether it's free or not free, it depends. Pretty much in a nutshell, I got started in IT coming from a restaurant background. So I don't have that traditional like have a college degree background. Like people will come here and tell you, oh, you need to have a degree. It really depends on the hiring manager, it really depends on the company. But I come from a non-traditional background. My background is all about like having that certification. So I got my A plus, and I got my first job in IT having that CompTIA A plus, and I learned the fundamentals after that. I learned the basic stuff because, and me and KeepItTechie, me and Cyber Warrior Studios, and all these other black guys, um, Professor Black Ops, Struggle Insecurity, all these big YouTube channels, small YouTube channels. We all talk about fundamentals. So like, I literally got my A plus because I want to learn fundamentals. I didn't know what a mouse or a keyboard was, and after I got that certification, I was able to land my first job being working for the Department of Education, and I worked my way up from help desk, IT support, technical support, worked for financial firms, hedge funds, MSPs. Now, if you guys have been following me, or maybe you haven't, or maybe you're sleeping under a rock, I don't know, but I work in cybersecurity now. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell for IT. I saw someone say happy birthday to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just like KeepItTechie, I woke up incorrectly as well because I've been hanging out with too many people. But yeah, that's a little bit about me in a nutshell.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that, Kev. Um, yeah. And one thing you brought up, man, is a lot of the guys that we got in this community that we kind of building. That I mean, we push those fundamentals in, and it's interesting. You talked about how you came from the restaurant industry and you didn't know much about computers, and that's kind of why we push the fundamentals and stuff like that, because it's a lot of people out there that have never really touched a computer, never even opened up a computer. They probably just played around with it at school, a little bit, but they don't really understand how it works. And those fundamental certifications like A plus, um, um, IT fundamentals certification as well. Those certifications will help you at least get the base understanding of how a computer works, so you can get into these higher level positions. And you don't want to skip those steps because they're very pertinent to the jobs once you get into higher positions. So what type of job you doing now? Because I remember you was talking about um, you was working help desk at one point, but you say you work in cybersecurity. So what exactly you do in cybersecurity now, Kev?
Yeah, so I work identity access management. I work for Sentinel One.
Mm.
For anyone that don't know Sentinel One, maybe you're sleeping under a rock. But Sentinel One is a big company. I work with identity access managers. So I work a lot with customers, clients. Literally, I was on a call with Mexico, and I was speaking in Spanish, and I was helping a user in Spanish.
Wow.
A real example of a customer that we had, Chipotle is a real example. Chipotle, like the restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
fast chain restaurant. I was working with that company in hardening their Active Directory services. So we deal a lot with Active Directory, AD hardening service accounts,
Mm-hmm.
protecting attacks coming in and out of Active Directory in the domain controller.
Okay.
And we also deal a lot with IM tools. So Sentinel One has their own personal IM tools.
Mm-hmm.
I deal with that as well, and I deal a lot with which is kind of cool. Like if when you think about it, it's pretty cool. Like I never would think I would work something like this,
Mm-hmm.
but it's pretty cool because like you work with the user, you work with the customer, you work with the client, but then at the same time you have all these other tools that you use in Sentinel One that it allows you to create honeypots. So you have these honeypots that you
Wow.
create in the company, and these are fake PCs that hackers try to get into, and then basically I'm over here behind the scenes just watching you and looking at what you're doing, and I'm actually just like monitoring what your activities are on that honeypot, and then after that we literally get you can't really do much after that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I deal with as well, and then the other things I deal with is bot syncs and basically redirecting the user or the hacker into into the wrong DNS server or into the wrong area of a VM or virtual desktops, because we create a bunch of VMs, and basically some of them are honeypots,
Mm-hmm.
some of them have Sentinel One products in it, and then some of them are computers that we purposely open all the ports and everything, so then we could capture you and get some data logs and stuff like that. So this job is very interesting. I like my job, and I don't get bored to death because I work with Active Directory, I work with AD hardening. We deal with golden ticket attacks, silver ticket attacks. We deal a lot with Kerberos and Kerberos attacks. So anyone that tries to attack, and as you know, with service accounts, there are certain service accounts on Active Directory that by
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft security policies, you have to change the password every 6 months, because if you don't, that
Okay.
service account could get hacked. So we have certain service accounts that by default come with the operating system of Server 2019 or Server
Mm-hmm.
2022. You have to know how to harden those service accounts, because those are the ones that control what goes in and out of the organization. And then you don't want anyone attacking your AD services using minicats. That's an example of Linux commands, right? So minicats, like we have
Yeah.
people that they do penetration testing and they run Linux commands and they attack Active Directory and stuff like that. So that's pretty much my job in a nutshell. I know
Okay.
that a lot of information, especially for someone brand new, like what the hell is he talking about? But that's basically a little bit about me in a nutshell, what I'm doing right now.
Cool.
So
Cool. Cool. Now, is that considered blue team?
yes, it's blue team. Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. And for people that don't know, blue team is considered defense when it comes to cybersecurity. Red team is considered offense. That's the people that test out the network, and you probably can explain it better than me, Kelte, because I'm not in, I'm not in cybersecurity, but I get the concept. Yeah,
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 you're defending our systems, and someone that says who was golden ticket attacks. Golden ticket attacks is where you basically, if I had to explain it in a non-technical way, what happens is when you say, for example, you go to, let me give you like a hypothetical. This is the one that my manager gave me because I didn't understand how that worked either. I was like so confused and lost about it. Think about tickets. When you go and buy a ticket, right?
hmm
And you go buy a ticket as in the movie theater. I'm gonna go watch the latest movie. I don't know. I know Rush Hour 4 is coming out.
Oh
I
yeah,
want to see that. But
I want to see it too.
you go watch a movie, but you can't just go and watch a movie, right? You gotta give your ID and stuff like that. So when you think about golden ticket attacks and attacks in general, like there's an authentication, there's Cobros, there's all these things that go on behind the scenes. So some people that are hackers, they manipulate that by
Mm-hmm.
pretending to be the user themselves, and they get in the middle of the attack, or they get in the middle of the authentication on Active Directory, and then it looks like the user is logging in when it's not. It's somebody else logging in instead. So that's
Okay.
like an example of a golden ticket attack. Basically, the hacker manipulates the authentication and they log in as the user or do something like that. And that's just one example. And then another example of that would be password cache credentials.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people store their passwords using credentials manager on Windows 10 or Windows 7 or Windows 11.
It kind of forces you to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like the problem with that is that your password's stored there. So then if someone hacks your account, they're
Mm-hmm.
able to get access to your password. So these things get a little complicated when it comes to like AD attacks and stuff like that. This is why we have group policy and you have account
Mm-hmm.
lockout threshold, and then you have MFA and all this other stuff because you don't want people going in and doing whatever they want on AD. So
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
yep.
Because I remember on one of my work computers, I think they ran some updates and it wiped out. I guess either one of the browsers. It was something they wiped out or whatever. And in order for me to figure out what my passwords was, I had to go into that credentials manager in order to, and then unlock it with the password to log in, and then. Essentially, if someone has that login password for that computer, they have access to all the passwords she got stored in that credentials manager. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
and and
Yeah.
and, and, I made a video on this a while ago, and the video got so many views. And is the hybrid bootcd and manipulating the file SAM on Windows 10. So each computer has what's called the SAM file, and that SAM file stores your username and password. So if you
Okay.
have something like the hybrid bootcd, you can manipulate that, and you could actually change the password and log in as somebody else, or create another account, or you could just change the password yourself and then lock the other person out, and you could log in as that user. So those are like there are
Mm-hmm.
like tools out there that you could do. Like there's so many tools out there. When I looked at it, and
Mm-hmm.
learning security, like because security is big, like
Oh
learning
yeah.
security and learning the tools that we have, it's like, oh my goodness, like what like there's like so many crazy tools out there that you could use to exploit the operating system. It's so insane. And just one nugget here that I want to throw for someone that's like overwhelmed with that, like I always recommend fundamentals, but I always recommend Try Hack Me. I
Oh yeah.
really like Try Hack Me because it's like if you take Try Hack Me and you take the time to lab it up and learn those skills, it will make more sense for you. So the Try Hack Me is like one of the good ones that I like to. I've been using that a lot, so because of
Okay.
that, I've been able to understand what's going on behind the scenes a little bit. So
Cool. Cool. Cool.
yeah.
Now let me ask you this. I'm gonna kind of change the subject a little bit. Do you keep up with, like, as far as working in cybersecurity? Do you keep up with like current events, like what's going on? And
Yeah. So I'm subscribed to a bunch of cybersecurity platforms on LinkedIn,
mm-hmm.
and I'm always on Twitter. So Twitter is like they're always posting stuff with cybersecurity. So I'm follow certain people,
Mm-hmm.
certain groups, and certain social media because you got to stay up to date with those things. Like the thing is, like I'll give you a real example, like how Uber got hacked. We looked at Uber got hacked,
Yeah.
and then LastPass got hacked too. It's just like it's crazy. Like you gotta be really alert. Like it's not
Mm-hmm.
being in security is not, it's a 24/7 thing. You really got to know what's going on behind the scenes because who knows. And the other thing is too that I tell people, don't say your environment is secure because no one's environment is secure.
Yep.
So you're just asking to get attacked.
Mm-hmm.
So don't say any of those things. Obviously, I seen people say something like that. Oh yeah, you hired me because I'm able to secure your system, but you can't really say that. Like it's just
Yeah.
like every company has, I seen, there are ways to manipulate certain things, but also like it goes back to social engineering as well and a bunch of other stuff. Like when you watch Mr. Robot, I'm not sure if you watch Mr.
Oh
Robot,
yeah.
but it's like that too. Like you see how people get manipulated and stuff like that. So those things are real. Like you could actually manipulate people through social engineering or pretend that you're the CEO, or
Mm-hmm.
pretend to say, oh yeah, I want you to go on Rite Aid right now and buy 5 gift cards
Yeah.
and send it over to me, and you get all these fake emails and just spam, phishing, spear attacks, and all that good stuff. It's just it gets crazy with cybersecurity.
Yeah,
So
and that's one of the reasons I kind of brought that up because, or that's one of the reasons I do a lot of the news videos that I do, just covering things in the news because I know people that work in cybersecurity. They always talk about you got to stay on top of these current events and what's going on. Like for instance, I seen an article not that long ago about exchange servers that I wanted to ask you about. They were saying it was a vulnerability and people had to patch their exchange servers. Do y'all do you help with like patching, or do you do recommendation, or how does that work when it comes to, I guess, your assessments once you figure out what techniques people are trying to use through these honeypots and all this stuff? Do you guys give like recommendations to the
Mhm.
organization and all that stuff? Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, we do that. So we
Mm-hmm.
run a scan, and then we find about 85 to 90 vulnerabilities, and then we try to remediate the situation. I don't deal as much. I don't deal with Exchange anymore in my this current job. Is more about
Okay.
AD and cloud services. I deal with AWS and Azure, and AD Connect.
Okay.
Those are the things that we protect. So we protect those things, and for the most part, we have our own little tool that we use. So
Mm-hmm.
if you follow what we do, you're not gonna have these weird security issues. Like we have documentation for everything. Just obviously, just follow what we're doing and follow what we're asking you to do, because the last thing I want is for your account to get hacked. And we literally have like we had like the product. So just so you guys are aware, you guys are aware that I'm doing identity access management. This product is still new, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So the company that I work for, 701, but the product that I'm using is still new. It has not been advertised yet publicly around the world. It's only been around for 6 months, 7 months. So
Okay.
so not that it's a product that we're gonna start promoting
Mm-hmm.
for other platforms, because we have competition. We don't like CrowdStrike. So because me we they 701 does not like CrowdStrike, and CrowdStrike does not like 701. That's the thing. They don't like each other. So you will see this product, go up and up there as far as products and advertisement is concerned. So we do have our own product that we use. We don't use any other products for our products. So
Mm-hmm.
um, to answer your question, though, yeah, we remedy the situation. We go to the logs. We go to the event viewer. We check why replication's not working and the domain controller, all that good stuff, and patches and Windows updates. So
Okay. Cool. And Sentinel One, I remember looking into it. Like I never really tried it out or used it or looked at the demo in any way. So if you guys are interested, to definitely check it out. But are there any ways to kind of lab with this stuff?
yes, you could you
Okay.
could um you could. I'm not sure if you ever heard of what's his name, Josh Matador.
Hmm. Yeah, I've heard
I'm
that name.
I'm
Yeah.
friends with Josh Matador. So he has a lab for setting up Microsoft Sentinel, but also like you could do the same thing literally with Sentinel One. You could literally
Mm.
spin up a VM, install Sentinel One on it, right, and then
Okay.
throw a malware in it,
Okay.
and it will protect the computer. If you have a VM, obviously, don't put it on the network, obviously,
Yeah.
and you set up something like PF right? And
Hmm.
then you set up a VM, and then you set up like Sentinel One product, and then you just throw malware and just play around with it. That's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is, and I tell people that are like the I guess the hackers, not me. I'm not a hacker. Like they're like people that are like they wear the hoodie and they want to hack the planet,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
there are people like that, right? So like those people that if you want to do Sentinel One stuff, you can. You could literally spin up a VM of Active Directory and Server 2012, and then you could spin up another VM with Linux using Kali Linux, and then start attacking it. Start attacking that
Hmm.
domain controller and just do whatever you want with it and go to town with that and beat the living hell out of that domain controller. So you could definitely
Yeah.
do that if that's what you want to do. So
Hmm. Yeah, and that kind of reminds me of some of those VMs you get the with the different vulnerabilities, and you go through and attack
yeah,
that machine. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's dope. Yeah. So let me give a couple of shout out to. I see a couple people here. And sorry guys, I just been wanting Kev to go out on and speak a little bit and give his background. I didn't want to not ignore you guys, but shout out to Chaos Rain, DB Daryl, Sam's Jones, Uncle Trey, what's up, man? My man, Uncle Trey, cloud engineer. He's over there working, killing it with AWS. You know what I'm saying? I think he worked for AWS. Yeah. So he's out there doing big things. Sam Jones, yeah, shout out to you again. He says, um, that's what I admire the most about you guys' platform is that you push the fundamentals, whether IT, help desk, or Linux or security. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. We try to do that, man. It's very important for people. Uh, it was a question I seen. Oh, I think you kind of answered that already. If you want to touch on it again, but DB Darrell also said, "What is a golden ticket attack?" And well, yeah, you explained it. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, never mind. You ain't got to go back to it. How do you guys feel about Microsoft upgrading Defender to lock down Linux gear for its own good? Have you heard about that? I haven't. You see what?
Yeah, I heard of that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, yeah. So the Microsoft has been blocking certain things, unfortunately. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't really do anything. It's their product.
Yeah, yeah.
And also Microsoft, if you guys don't know, and I'm gonna say it in this video because we're live in this video. Windows 10 is only good till 2025.
Oh yeah, I
You guys don't
heard.
know that. Just gonna say that. So they do whatever they want. You
Oh
can't
yeah.
really, it's just it is what it is. So
Mm-hmm. Which I don't think it'll end in 2010 or 2025. And the reason I say that because well, you got to have big money in order to keep it going. You know, keep the support going. But yeah,
yeah,
I'm sure the government is not gonna or gonna extend that out, at least on
yeah.
their side. And and the only reason I know that because I was on a contract where they recently upgraded to 2010. I mean, Windows 10. So they're not gonna. The government is always slow, or DoD is always slow with upgrading operating systems. So it'll be around for a while, just not for the civilian side. Yeah. Um, Let me see. It was something else. I didn't want to miss anybody if they asked a question. Mad respect for blue team. Defense is harder than offense, in my opinion. Do you think that that's the case?
Hmm?
Do you think defense is harder than offense?
I think you should be in the middle and know both. Me and
Mm-hmm.
Derek discussed this actually. So as far as defending, you should know how to attack too. You should know both.
Mm-hmm.
You should be in the middle because you want to know what's coming in and what's coming out. You should definitely be in the middle. You should know what's going on behind the scenes. First attack and also
Mm-hmm.
defending. You should know both. That's me and Derek spoke about that. And also I spoke about that with um, John Hammond as well. So I'm not sure if you remember John Hammond.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. I'm sorry.
yeah, I
Yeah,
spoke with John Hammond about that too, and a few other people. You gotta know both. You cannot just know one thing. It's not good.
yeah, yeah, and that's true. I mean, it's common sense. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to defend. You got to know how to attack to defend. So yeah, makes sense.
Mhm.
I got you. Um, Hold on. Let's see. Security in the workspace is paramount. Sentinel One. Yeah. Uh, oh, and Earl Jones said in 2025 for Windows 10 government not upgrade to Windows 11 till 2060. Yeah. They're always slow, man. They're always behind. And yeah, I was in a contract a while back where they were still on Windows, 7, even though it hadn't fully expired. I think it was about to expire, end of life. They'll push it out. They'll push out their upgrades, forever. As
I was
long as they
gonna I
can.
was gonna say
Hmm.
KeepItTechie. So what's good with you then? What's good with you in that Linux course?
Oh man, I'm working on it, man. I knew you was gonna ask me. I actually I was thinking about it last night. I was putting together
Mhm.
the thumbnail. I was like, Tech gonna ask me where that course at. Now, yeah, I'm not finished with it, man. I'm still working through it, bro. Um, and I try to have it soon. I know, and I got just so many ideas that's popping up, and I don't know if you noticed. I work with other companies as well, which you it seemed like you do way more than me. And it's just I don't know. I just run out of time, bro. It seemed like it for everything. And but I'm excited. My free code camp course, the one I put out there on free code
Yeah,
camp,
that's
just hit a
so good,
million.
man.
Yeah,
That's why I'm asking you when you're gonna create another course because
yeah,
and you believe it or not, like I also like the way you teach too. So that's why I was asking, like, when is he gonna make another course I could share with other people?
yeah.
So
I'm gonna go through and do it, man. Well, not do it. It's partially done, and that was the thing. I did most of it, for the older Linux Plus exam, and so I'm just going through and adding things to it, and I basically have to re-record everything because I don't want to, have like cuts and stuff,
mm.
and last time when I recorded this course, I try to keep the same clothes on and everything, so it went like 2 days. I had on the same shirt, and you know what I'm saying. I wanted to be consistent throughout the course, and so yeah, I'm gonna have to re-record a lot of things as well. So I'm going through that, doing that now. So yeah, it'll be out soon. Yeah.
That's on my list. Is like I have I like my list is for this year is creating another course, but also like actually meeting people from YouTube, like actual meeting, like meeting probably you or Henry Davis, Textual Shatter,
Oh yeah.
um, Antoine Wayne. I already met him already. I want to meet him again.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to meet people in person. It's not the same thing being remote versus meeting someone in person.
Oh
It's not
yeah.
the same thing. So
Yeah, that's true.
I would
That's
love
true.
to. I would love to meet. Like I would love to just have one state or one spot that
Hmm.
we're all in, and we just hang out and chill and just talk. That would
Yeah.
be awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like I met Tam from Women in Linux a while back. She came out here for a conference because I'm in what they call the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas. Las Vegas. But yeah, so I try to catch people when they come out here. I think let's see, I forgot the other guy. Man, I forgot his name. Uh, from San Diego. I think he came out. He's gonna come out here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit him up again. I gotta figure out what his name again is again, and then get him on. I'm gonna try to get him on again, and then try to meet up with him when he comes out here. Cause Black Hat, I think, is coming up, or some of those hacker conventions, or they always happen every year here in Vegas. So I try to catch people, that come in for these conferences a lot of
that
times.
that that's what I tell
Hmm.
people. Like if you and all jokes aside, and we were talking about some random stuff, but yeah, like if you want to get a job in IT, like if you want to get a job in IT, and I'm talking about specifically because today is about me, but also it's about helping people, right? So if you if you want to get a job in IT, and I'm talking about based on my experience and based on people that I have met, if you know how to use LinkedIn and you use LinkedIn correctly, you could get a job in IT. Like literally, you get a job, and also like the other thing with LinkedIn is like nobody knows what you need if you don't say anything. So you cannot be
Hmm.
quiet and not say anything. So you got to speak up. That's another thing. The third thing for me, um, that's very important is join social events. Like, please join
Oh yeah.
social events. Bring your resume. Bring a copy of your resume. Talk to hiring managers. Engage with people. That's how I got my job. By the way, that's how I got two of my jobs. Is just being on LinkedIn and joining social events. Literally, there's no like when I got when I had the job interview for 701, I didn't get hired because I had X, Y, and Z cert or a degree. I don't have any certs, KeepItTechie. I don't have a degree right
Okay.
now. So I got a job. I got hired because of LinkedIn, because of me being on LinkedIn and also socializing and connecting with hiring managers and
Oh
job
yeah.
recruiters. That's literally what I did. There's no secret to it. There's no like, oh, you must do that. It's just being on LinkedIn is like so vital to
Hmm.
getting a job in IT. And I understand there are people that are not they're not sociable. They don't like talking to people. I totally get it. But you gotta really put yourself out there and see
Yeah.
who's hiring.
Yeah,
That's
you
how it
gotta.
is.
Yeah, you gotta. Cause I was that way. You know what I'm saying? I was one of those people that didn't. I was socially awkward, so to speak, if you want to use that term. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't. I had to force myself to push myself to put myself out there and start talking to people, because yeah, you're right, your network is everything, you know what I'm saying, and building up a network, as well as meeting people, having conversations with them, and it doesn't even have to be about tech, that helps helps you with getting jobs in tech at the end of the day, because you don't know who that person knows, that person don't, and they could recommend you, just by having a good conversation with someone, and you could be recommended for a job that puts you in a better situation than you're in now. So I agree. I agree.
And it's all about meeting people. Like literally, I met KeepItTechie through YouTube, like right, and we didn't even know each other, and literally we just hit it off, right? Like we didn't even
Mm-hmm.
know each other. We just hit it off. We got
Yep.
to know each other, and it goes back and forth. Like I send people that want to learn Linux, I send them to KeepItTechie. And then
Yeah.
KeepItTechie, he
I
has
does
someone
the
that wants
same
to learn
thing.
IT support, they send me to me. So
Yep.
it goes back and forth. Like it's not this is not a on YouTube, talking about our YouTube, specifically YouTube, it's not a competition. We're
Yeah,
just
not
trying
at
to help
all.
people. That's just literally what it is. And people get confused. They're like, oh, why is this person on this guy's channel or whatever? Like everyone's trying to help each other. That's just the
Mm-hmm.
reality of being on YouTube.
Because at
So
the end of the day, it's all about helping people get into the field. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? I mean, yeah, I'm not saying I'm not saying that you know we don't want to grow our platforms and be super successful. We want to. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm saying this wrong. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm trying to say, like, I mean, not all about the money. Let me say that. It's about helping people. That's the forefront of what we're trying to do, is help people. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what we're trying to do. I hope I explained that right.
No, you're
Whatever.
good. You're good. You're
Yeah,
good. No, you're good.
for sure.
You're good. But that's what YouTube's all about. It's about helping people and giving back to the
Hmm.
community. Um and I saw you. I saw you were on Gabe A's channel too, which is kind of cool.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah,
definitely got to get everyone together on one channel at some point. That would be fun. So.
yeah, yeah. Like kind of like I did before. I had
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, a couple different people on the channel. Tam, I know for sure you were there. Gabe was there. I think Professor Black Ops. All us. Yeah, we all came together. I said I was gonna keep doing that, but the time, just trying to find the time to do everything, man. Um, and people are getting more and more busy. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, and yeah, Earl, hackathon is held. Well, hackathon. What it's called, Black Hat, and then they
Black
got
Cut, yeah.
what's the other one? DEF CON.
DEF CON, yeah.
Yeah, DEF CON is out here as well. So you know,
Yeah,
every.
there's some cybersecurity ones that I definitely recommend. Like I know the other one was the B sides. B
Mm-hmm.
sides is pretty good. Um, they have events like AWS has events,
Oh yeah.
Microsoft has events. Like you definitely go and talk to people and get their business card and become friends with hiring managers and job recruiters. You don't know who's hiring. Like you gotta
Mm-hmm.
talk to people. That's how I actually met. I met a job recruiter. Was an event that I went to, and I met him, and I got all these business cards, and I tell people look at me like I'm crazy, like, oh my god, see these are all my business cards. Look,
Wow.
from all the people that I met like
Mm-hmm.
last year, and that was what I did. I engaged with people, I talked to people, I talked to hiring managers, and you really gotta be genuine with when it comes to talking to people and adding to people, because the thing is with LinkedIn is like LinkedIn, yeah, it's to get a job, but I also say like LinkedIn is not, it's not like you're begging for help, or
Mm-hmm.
you're talking bad about your manager, or you're talking bad about job recruiters. You can't do that on social media. And don't go and ask for a favor if nobody knows who you are either. So you really gotta
Yeah.
like take the time to get to know the other person, and don't just do something for a favor. That's very important on LinkedIn. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yep. Now, is there any other software you having to learn now that in a cybersecurity role? Like I always hear people talk about Splunk. I hear people, and I know Sentinel-1 probably has their own tools
Yeah, we
that
we, we
they
have our 701
focus
tools.
on. Uh-huh.
I deal with we have our own ticketing system as well.
Okay.
We have we I deal with Salesforce as well.
Oh, Salesforce. Okay.
Um, I deal with Okta as well and Splunk.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
those are some of the tools that we deal with. I'm still in the learning phase of my job because there's like
Mm-hmm.
so much going on behind the scenes. There's so many technologies that we use, so I have to understand how those things work. So I'm still learning my job, but it's been very interesting for me because like I set up I have my own home lab
Okay.
for 701.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on the cloud, but it's not hosted by me. It's hosted by 701. They gave me my own user account and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my own home lab. So then when a client or a customer has an issue, I try to replicate that issue on my home lab, and
Okay.
I know how to, and then I learn how to fix it. And I'm like, okay, I know how to fix it now. And I go and I talk to the customer that we have and troubleshoot it. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's
yeah,
dope. That's dope. So
yeah.
are you so do they consult you? I mean, not consult, but so you guys are the subject matter experts and for all the clients that's sitting on one. And maybe I shouldn't be asking. I don't know if this is too much to ask, but like it's
Hmm.
do they consult you guys out to them or how does it work? The
Some companies have us like for our service and everything.
support?
So yeah, so
Yeah, like a
we take care
support.
of the customer. So
Hmm.
it's not a help desk.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
think it's
yeah.
help desk.
Yeah.
It's more like we are working with the IT department. So you're
Okay.
working with the IT department of the company or the client that you're working with. It's strictly the IT department. Some of them are some of them are tech savvy, like they
Hmm.
super smart. Like I give them a Word document and they know how to follow steps.
Yeah.
And then some of them are brand new, like they have no idea. They have never done identity access management. They have no idea how the product works. So I have to literally sit with them and like, okay, this is how to get here. This is how to go here. Stuff like that. So
Hmm. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
And the only reason I was asking because yeah, that's so people basically purchase or clients basically purchase the product and then you guys are responsible for keeping it up and running and then you also you know mitigate issues, set up honeypots and all this. All the stuff you talked about earlier. So
Mm-hmm.
okay.
It's a
Cool.
little bit of
Cool.
everything.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah,
dope. That's dope.
yeah.
Um, Now let's see. I had a couple other questions. That's the
And
thing, man.
I
I've
saw
been
someone
going
had
off
a
the top of my
question.
head. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Um, so Tim, the developer, asked me who do I follow on Twitter. I follow John Hammond. I follow Neil Bridges. I follow KeepItTechie.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few cybersecurity people that you could follow. That's just that one is John Hammond, one is Neil Bridges, one is Paul Cummings. There is Gerald from Simply Cyber. I follow him as well because he has a GRC course. I follow a few different ones. Actually, I also follow Professor Messer and Mike Myers. So believe it or not, it's very random, but yeah, I follow them. I followed David Bombal, Kevin Wallace. Um, if you for IT is it's crazy. IT is small. I'm just saying IT is small. Like people know each other. If you take the
Mm-hmm.
time about content creators and stuff like that, the community is so small. Like people know who you are as soon as you go talk to someone. Oh, I know you. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting. So.
Yeah, and once you find like one of them, I mean, a lot of people uh, navigate the same spaces. So I'm sure John Hammond follows some of the other people you named. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so you can find people from there as well, guys.
Yep.
Let me see. Only thing I did with Salesforce was directing faculty to the right login link for university and then escalate for password reset. Okay. Yeah, and that's the thing. I need to play around with Salesforce again. I don't have any, experience using Salesforce.
Mm.
I've heard some companies using it, or a lot of companies using it, but near me or whatever. But I haven't
I I
touched it
use
myself.
I use Salesforce when I worked at Blackstone Group.
Okay,
They use Salesforce.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, creating user accounts.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm really interested in Splunk though, because we actually, you know, use it use it at my job. You know what I'm saying? I don't use it, uh, but there is a team, that kind of uses Splunk,
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
and
They have some free training online. If you go online and
mm-hmm.
check, there's some free Splunk training, and I think they have a Splunk training online if you're a veteran as well. If you're a
Yeah,
veteran, you can get free training for Splunk as well.
yeah. I
Um,
put that. I think I put that out because you sent it to me or you gave it to
yeah,
me a
yeah,
while
yeah,
back.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yep.
There's a lot of free stuff out there. You just gotta find it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, let me see.
And I like if you want like free cybersecurity, like an actual home lab, like a red team lab or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Day. So you got I don't know if you know Day.
Cyber Day.
Cyber Day
Yeah,
rocks. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He has a crazy home lab for like red team stuff. So I think he works for Datadog or something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely recommend looking at his videos. I'm on his Discord, by the way. I tell you, I'm all over the place. I'm on
Mm-hmm.
his Discord. So yeah,
Yeah.
he has some good stuff.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out the link for his because I don't think I'm in it. So I can kind of keep up with him as well.
Yeah,
Um.
he's always posting cybersecurity stuff and cybersecurity certifications and what certs you should get. He has a bunch of certifications, like a blue team certification, security plus. Um, I think he has a trifecta: A plus, network plus, security plus.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and yeah, he does a lot of videos on red team stuff. So I definitely recommend. He actually made a video on how to make a cybersecurity resume. So
Okay.
definitely recommend you guys look at his videos if you're trying to get into like the red team side of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He definitely puts out a lot of great information on
Mm-hmm.
his channel. From what I've seen. Yeah. Definitely. Let me see. So.
You have any questions for me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to find what I had before. Yeah, I'm still all over the place. Still trying to wake up too,
So
man.
guys, don't
Oh,
worry. So
hold on. That's what I was gonna ask you. Um, uh, so what is your course? I was gonna try to get you to talk about your course. What is your course about? Because I know you got a course out there. I know you put that on.
Udemy.
Yeah, Udemy. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
I want to get you to talk about it. Sorry.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I I have an
Yeah.
IT support course. It's only like it's only like $25 actually. Pretty
Okay.
cheap. I cover Office 365, Active Directory, fixing your resume, customer service. It's a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have 8,500 students on it.
Okay.
Um, I've been giving it out for free. So like when you every month, so Udemy, the way it works is every month you get three giveaways for
Okay.
coupons. So you could give it away for free to 1,000 people. So I give out 3,000 tickets for free or 3,000 coupons for free every month.
Okay.
I post it
That's
on
dope.
usually I post it on LinkedIn. So like
Mm-hmm.
if you're on LinkedIn, I post it on LinkedIn and I share it with everyone. So those people that are brand new trying to get into IT,
Mm-hmm.
definitely recommend you go over. It's 12 hours. It's not like 1 hour. It's 12 hours of content. It's a
Wow.
lot of information. A lot of information. So yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I've been meaning to check it out. I'm gonna try to get over there and check it out as well. And I'll pay for it and everything so I could just go through the training. That way I could speak to it better on my channel if to promote it out there to more people. So we can try to get more people interested into it. So because yeah, it looks like good. And then what I was gonna do was I actually put up my that introduction to Linux course, the one that's free out there.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna put it on there and try to give it away, but it's too long for the time. And then they also said I needed to remove logos, all those stipulations when you upload it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I had like some logos in there, so I need to remove that. Um, but yeah, I'll put it out there. But it's still, I didn't know you could give away like 1,000. You know, because I really, what stopped me from going back in there and actually releasing it, because I couldn't put it up there for free. So
You,
all the stuff is sitting up there. I just need to
hmm
make those changes. You
hmm
know, I didn't know you can give it away like to 1,000 people a month.
Yeah, so you could give away up to 3,000.
3,000.
3,000
Okay.
3,000 coupons a month. So I've been
Hmm.
doing that. So I don't make a lot of money on Udemy, just so you're aware. Like there's
Yeah.
like no,
Yeah.
like I barely make money on it because I give it out mostly for free every month. So
Hmm.
and
Yeah, and I
and
can't charge for something
yeah,
that's free on YouTube. So I put my course, on YouTube for free. So
yeah.
I wasn't gonna try to charge anybody anyway. So I get what you're saying. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that. Yeah, but I've been updating it because I have some videos there that are from YouTube. So I've been
Mm,
updating it. So some of it is from YouTube. And I
okay.
tell people like, oh, I don't want to pay anything. I'm like, just go to YouTube then. It's the reason why I put it on Udemy
Hmm.
is because if you go on my YouTube channel, you're gonna get lost
Okay.
because I have too many videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
So what I did was I grabbed some of my best videos on YouTube and structured it in a way that makes sense and put it on
Okay.
Udemy. So then you have different sections. Okay, this section is for Active Directory. This section is for Windows 10.
Hmm.
This section is about MFA, multi-factor authentication. So it's like so structured so that when you go and do the course, if you already know what this is, you could just skip that and then go to the next video.
Okay.
So that's why I created it. Everyone was complaining to me to put it on Udemy, like because the reason why people complain to me is because there's no structure on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel has I
Okay.
have different videos. You click. What happens is people click on a video that belongs to you, and you
Hmm.
click on the video, and then they skip a bunch of videos, and they're like, wait. And then you go back to them like, I have a video on this. You didn't see that video, and it goes back and forth. Like, oh, I didn't know
Oh
you had a
yeah.
video on this. So that's why I'm like, let me just structure all my videos on YouTube and put it on Udemy and make it in a way that everyone could follow it, and
Hmm.
it makes more sense. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. Organize it all for people to find what they looking for. So, yeah. I need
yep.
to. Like I said, I'm gonna put that course over there then, cause like I did it a while back when I told you I did it,
hmm
and I just didn't release it because they came back with the issues I had to fix, and then also it was over that. I think it was like, is it like 3 hours where you can't charge, or you don't
Yeah, I
have
think
to
it's
charge?
believe it's 3 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Otherwise, you got to charge it. Yeah,
yeah. And mine's like 3 hours and 20 something minutes or something like that. So it's right there, and but whatever. I'll
you
I'll
could you
fix it.
could do it for free though. You could
Okay.
I think you could do it for free on Teachable.
Oh, Teachable. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Well, I might look at
I
that
would I would.
platform
That's
too.
what I'm doing right now. So I'm working on a course on Teachable
Mm-hmm.
for IT support for military veterans. It's gonna be
Okay.
free for them, but
That's
everyone
dope.
else has to pay. But yeah, you could also do pay what you can. So on
Mm-hmm.
Teachable, you can do pay what you can. So you can actually put like, oh, if you put this coupon, it's $5. You put this coupon, it's $10. You put this coupon, it's $15. You could do that on Teachable.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's
they
dope.
they,
That's
they
dope.
wanted me to make a course for them. So I'm working with I'm working with a cybersecurity platform, and I'm working on an IT support course for them. Obviously, they know that I'm busy. I got a new job and everything, so they gotta take your time, Kev. But I'm working on a course for the veterans. They wanted me to make a course. I already created a course
Mm-hmm.
for um for a company called Boots to Books, and that's
Okay.
for military veterans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm friends with Peter Klein. Like he literally, I have his hoodie over there somewhere. But
Okay.
I have the hoodie for veterans. I made a course for Boots to Books. I have a curriculum. It's called what certification you should get if you're brand new to IT or something like that. And I talk about the A+. I talk about if you're trying to be a network admin, you may want to read Network Plus,
Mm-hmm.
but you may need to have CCNA. So like in that specific course, I talk about what certifications are valuable in the IT industry, and I,
Okay.
I made a course for them, but it's not public. You got to be a veteran for that. You won't be able to see that video. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
over here at Boost the Books, and it's a dope website. They really trying to help veterans, and I'm a um I'm gonna definitely try to promote this as well.
Yeah, and I'm friends with him, and I'm friends with Brian from Vets to Industry. So that's another program for veterans,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also for non veterans as well. So people that are brand new to IT, like I know you we're live on YouTube. So if anyone that's brand new to IT and you know what Vets to Industry does every month, which is so super cool. Like I really like what they do. I appreciate them.
Mm-hmm.
They do social Zoom events every month,
Okay.
and they put you in breakout rooms, and then you meet actual hiring managers and job recruiters, and it's free.
Mm.
So I've been
That's
doing
dope.
I've been doing that, and because I did that, I jumped from 19,000 followers to 22,000 followers on LinkedIn because you get genuine connections. They collect the emails of everyone. They collect everyone's personal information.
Mm-hmm.
And then the purpose of those Zoom events is so you give your 30-40 second pitch talk to the
Okay.
hiring manager because they actually are hiring managers in those events, so Zoom events.
Okay.
And it's a 7-hour event in the stream. And you literally
Wow.
sometimes they give out like certifications, sometimes they give out vouchers, sometimes you meet managers. Like I got managers hiring from Meta from Facebook that I met through that event, and it's free, and it's for
Wow.
civilians, and it's also for military veterans. And Vets Industry does that for like it's that I like what they do. I appreciate them as well because of them, I'm able to build all these genuine connections and meet people that are hiring in the industry right now. I met a guy from Splunk. I met a guy from Cellpoint. I met someone from Amazon. I met someone from Facebook. I met someone from Adobe, like Adobe, the program Adobe
Yeah.
Acrobat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's crazy. You never know who you'll meet in that event because they always change it up.
Mm-hmm.
They're always inviting different hiring managers and job recruiters, and you build a good network after that. So I definitely recommend you do that, and you could build by the end of that you'll have like 200 300 genuine connections on LinkedIn because they force you to talk as a good social event. It's like Toastmasters.
Yeah.
um they force you to talk and break the ice, and then after that you have to add that person as a friend on LinkedIn. So it's very interesting.
Okay.
Definitely recommend you join that. So
Okay. Yeah, I
yeah.
definitely am. And hold on. Are they on LinkedIn?
Yes, they
It's
have a
a
group on LinkedIn. It's like 83 or 88,000 followers or something like that. It's big. It's huge.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
let
it's
me.
free. Like I'm gonna say again, it's free because everyone's like, "Oh, it's probably charging." No, it's free. You could literally hop on a Zoom call and talk to a bunch of hiring managers and job recruiters. And um, I seen people get jobs being on that. Just joining one event. I seen people get jobs just
Wow,
being in that event. Yeah,
that's dope.
and they force you like I said, they force you to talk. That's one. And then the second thing that they force you to do is take a picture with you and everyone that's in the Zoom call. And then
Ah,
you have to CC Vets to Industry and what you learned that day.
okay.
Yeah, they
That's
force
dope.
you
I gotta.
to post. Yeah. And it's free, man. Like I said, like take advantage of it, right? I mean, why not? So
Mm-hmm. Yep. I just follow the page now, and I'm looking for the other one now. Boost to.
Boost the Books is there. Yeah. I'm friends with the CEO of Vets to Industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm friends with the CEO of Boost the Books. Peter Klein is his name. I'm friends with him. And it's a funny circle because like he has friends in cybersecurity that I'm friends with. So
Okay.
we all know each other. It's so funny. Like I'm like, do you know such an X, Y, and Z? I'm like, yeah. How'd you know him? Oh, I met him through cybersecurity event. Oh, wow. It was so funny because like there's a guy in cybersecurity named Simon.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter's friends with him. And I'm friends with Peter, and I'm friends with Simon too. We're all friends with each other. So it's so weird. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you know him. Oh, I didn't know you knew him. And
Mm-hmm.
it's so funny how that works, how the networking works. So
Yeah. Yeah.
mhm.
And that's cool, man. Like, yeah. I suck at it. You know what I'm saying? I need to get better at it. Trying to connect with more people. I mean, I have connected with a lot of people, but not like you, man. Yep. I'm learning from you, man. All these, all these different spots you in, man. I mean, you helping me just like helping everybody in the chat and everything. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, but I mean, that's essentially all I had. Did you have anything else you want to kind of cover or talk about or push out there?
No, not really, man. Just I want people to come on Discord and talk to us. Like come in and engage on Discord. Like KeepItTechie has a Discord. I have my own Discord. Like And IT is not, Mike, I interviewed Mike Myers on my YouTube channel. Mike Myers said it. Like he said what I want everyone to think, the way how I want people to think this way. He said exactly what made me happy. He said, don't be an island. Don't be an island. You cannot be an
Mm-hmm.
island. You cannot put yourself in, just be you gotta ask for help. So at the end of the day, do not be an island. Like literally go ask for help, talk to people, engage with people, put yourself out there and see who's hiring, see who's hiring, who's not hiring, talk to people. If you really take the time, like if you take the time to help other people and you ask for help and stuff like that, people will help you too. The
Mm-hmm.
like going back in time, like if I were to talk about IT like a long time ago, people would not help each other. But now we're in 2023. In 2023, everyone at IT, they love to help other people. Why is that the case? It's because it's changed. It's changed. Like 2023 has changed. Like if you go and ask for help, people are gonna help you. You really gotta put yourself out there. Don't be in an island. Don't get stuck by yourself. That's
Mm-hmm.
just my 2 cents. So
No, I agree. I agree. It definitely has changed. Yeah, I mean, and you're right. I think it mostly has to do with more people being on social media, interacting with different people. But yeah, it used to be very closed off, you know what I'm saying? As far as getting information and what you need to do in order to get in a different position. So I agree with you, man. Come Yeah, come talk to us guys. We try to do as much as we can to try to help people put information out there for people to, you know, put themselves in a better situation for these jobs and this whole industry. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, Kev, I definitely appreciate you coming through. Um, I know I wasn't 100% prepared with the questions. I lost, and that's the thing. I still, the whole time we've been having this conversation, I've been looking for my notes, and I cannot find them. That's why sometimes it looks like I'm distracted, because I was trying to find my notes. It was some questions that I know I had wrote down for you, but I just cannot find it.
was it about your course? Let me stop. Let me stop asking you that question.
No, you good. Nah, you made me think about your course. That was one of the things I wanted to, yeah, definitely ask you about your course. But yeah, it was a couple other questions that I wrote down because of things you posted online that I've seen over the last couple months, and it was just a couple things because I knew I was going to bring you on. We had talked about this months ago, bringing you back onto the channel. I don't know what those questions are at the moment. But
Okay.
yeah. Well, we'll get you on again. We'll bring it back again. I'll
That
make
works.
sure
That
I
works.
have it. Yeah, everything laid out like I want to, man. But I appreciate you coming on and doing this, man. And it's always great to have you over here on the channel, man. Just the information you bring, the positive energy you bring to to these conversations, even when it's like multiple people, the positive, vibes and all that stuff. You just genuinely want to help people, um, and that's what I'm trying to do as well. So I try to, definitely I gravitate to those types of people because that's exactly what I'm trying to do. But no, I like again, I appreciate you coming on and hang on after this. But go ahead on and give your last thoughts. Other than
I
what you
was
just well, that was just your last thoughts, but give your final thoughts.
as I always say, follow my brother over here, and I hope it's pointing in the right direction. But follow my brother over here. Keep it techie. I'm always gonna support him no matter what. No matter it doesn't matter. Like I said, I have obviously like I have more followers than him. But I want people from my followers to follow him. Please follow what he's doing. I like Keep It Techie. Hopefully I get to meet him someday in person and we'll go get a beer or something and
Oh
talk.
yeah.
But I definitely want you guys to follow him. I appreciate everything he does. Um, and he does so much for the community that he doesn't ask for anything back. So please follow him. Please subscribe to his channel as well. And thank you for having me here. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. And that's it.
All right, cool. Yeah, and you guys have a wonderful day, and of course, keep it techie.